Hello and welcome to Lord Fent Gaming Plays Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar. I'm your host Lord Fent. In this first Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar video, we're going to get through character creation and get to Castle Britannia somehow. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more classic and modern games like this. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you update and more. I'm going to go ahead and go over my history of Ultima 4. The first time I actually played it was not on the PC. No, it was on the NES. Yeah, it was a bit of a watered down version. I actually picked the fighter. It was fun for a while though. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was having a good time. Many years later, when the Ultima Collection came out, oh, I played that all right. It took a little bit of configuration figuring out on how to get the sucker installed, but still, I played it, I beat it. It was basically a warm-up for Ultima Online because a few people told me the Ultima Online versions in between 3 and 4. I didn't want to play 3 at the time. Instead, I said, okay, I'll play 4. Let me tell you, it is different than any of the games I played back in the day. I will definitely say that. Then, one more time, I played Ultima 4, but this time, it was the Neverwinter Night version. Yeah, someone made a module based off of Ultima 4, and I had a great time playing that. So I'm going to go ahead and go over a few things real quick before starting the actual character creation process. Now, this game was released in 1987. Unfortunately, they didn't have the music back in the day. They have the sound, which is your PC speakers, but anyways, character creation is a bit different. There's no more races. You're locked into one, which is human. You get to pick male or female. Now, depending on how you answer the questions after this wonderful mini story that it gives you, that determines what your class is. It also determines what your starting stats are if you answer some certain questions. I'm going to go ahead and give a cheat sheet on that before I do my selection. Yeah, it's cheating, but I'm helping people out. So, you know what? After this nice little thing I'm showing everybody while I'm talking, let's go ahead and create our character. So basically, I'm going to say is Fenton, that's my character's name, and then I'm going to go ahead and create male, obviously. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to get into the story. Since I'm playing this classic once again, I'm going to go ahead and read this. The day is warm, yet there is a cooling breeze. The latest in a series of personal crises seem insurmountable. You are being pulled apart in all directions. Yeah, after Ultima 3 Exodus, I would definitely be pulled apart, all right. So let's just go on with the fun little story. You can skip all this if you want to. I have timestamps for that. So we're in a nice area. This is nice. Kind of reminds me of King's Quest, by the way, that tree. Yeah, it's one of those friendly trees. Here we go. Yet this is afternoon walk in the countryside slowly brings relaxation to your harrowed mind. The soil and strain of the modern high-tech living begins to wash off in layers. That willow tree near the stream looks comfortable and inviting. Yeah, with cell phones and such, yeah, I'll be out here. Well, not really. I'll be pulling a classic game just like this. I'm just adding fun facts to it. So I'm just having fun with this. So let's see if it moves on next. And it should. I'm just giving people time to read, of course, the text. The buzz of dragonflies and the whisper of the willow's swaying branches bring a deeper peace. Searching inward for a tranquility and happiness, you close your eyes. Yeah, I'll tell you why I'm closing my eyes. It's those dang dragonflies. They keep on getting your way. You're going, come on, dragonflies, get out of the way. Yeah, still, I'm making this fun. That is a nice stone circle. I am definitely noticing big time. So let's see if it moves on. Yeah, I give people time to read on this, of course. A high-pitched cascading sound like crystal wind chimes imprints on your floating awareness. As you open your eyes, you see a shimmering blueness arise from the ground. I should say rise, but oh well. The sound seems to be emanating from this glowing portal. Yeah, it better not lead me to a very bad place. I've been having bad luck with portals lately. True story. Well, video game true story, but you all get the picture. All of a sudden, it does not feel relaxing after seeing that portal. So let's go on with the story. Let's see if unless I took my time. There. It is difficult to look at the blueness. Light seems to bend and distort around it, while the sound waves become so intense they appear to become visible. Yeah, a portal comes in. Yeah, you're on from Relaxation 1 to DEFCON 10. Or wherever that is, but still. You're on full alert after seeing this just pop up all of a sudden. You're relaxing by a tree. So let's see if this definitely goes on. It's a nice backstory, I'll definitely admit, though. Yeah, they used to really put backstories like that back in the day. They put hard work into that, which is good. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm giving people time to read the text at least. So let's go ahead and give it a few more seconds. Hopefully I do keep this going. I might did a little bit longer. There. The portal hangs there for a moment. Then with the rush of an imploding vacuum, it sinks into the ground. Something remains suspended in midair for a moment before falling to earth with a heavy thud. Yeah, I better not see some orcs from the Warhammer 40k universe, or there will be trouble. Or worse, some kind of cursed artifact. Yeah, they've been around in D&D games, that is for sure. Let's see if this thing does still go on. Yeah, it looked like there's something there. Yeah, well, back in the day, they put something simple there. Animation was very nice back in the day, I'll admit, though, when they wanted to definitely do that. And there we go. Somewhat shaken by this vision, you rise to your feet to investigate. A crud circle of stone surround the spot where the portal appeared. There is something glistening in the grass. Yeah, I'm going to say this. It's a cursed artifact, a cursed weapon, cursed piece of armor, something cursed. We'll go with those suggestions. But still, our curiosity is going to go ahead and check it. You pick up an amulet shaped like a cross with a loop at the top. It is a Ankh, the sacred symbol of life and rebirth. But this could not have made the thud. So you look again and find a large book wrapped in a thick cloth. Yeah, there's going to be two things happening. The Ankh's going to be banned on Earth since it's the United States. And as for the book, it's probably on some banned list. Somewhere. Maybe across the United States too. We don't know. With trembling hands, you unwrap the book. Behold, the cloth is a map. And within lies not one book, but two. The map is of a land strange to you, and the style speaking of ancient calligraphy. Yeah, that book became two. And let me tell you, that both books are probably banned. But the map's real nice, though. And yeah, fun fact, the Ultima games always have those nice cloth maps. You ever find one like on eBay or something like that, hold on to it. The script on the cover of the first book is arcane but readable. The title is The History of Britannia as told by Kyle the Younger. Yeah, well, that's going to be banned. Hopefully not, but still, it looks like Kyle the Younger wrote a very nice book, a good history book. Seriously, he did. The other book is disturbing to look at. Its small cover appears to be fashioned out of some sort of leathery hide, but from what creature is uncertain. The reddish-black skin radiates an intense aura suggestive of ancient power. It's a Necronomicon, everyone. We just found that. Ah, great. I am sorry ahead of time if I release some undead onto the world. Seriously. But still, that's cool, though. 2 books, though. I'm liking this backstory already. The tongue of the tiles beyond your keen. Yeah, of course. You dare not to open the book and disturb whatever sleeps within. You decide to pursue the history. Settling back under the willow tree, you open the book. Yeah, good thing I'm not touching that book, but the history book, oh yeah, I'm definitely touching that. Now, fun part is, there's going to be some fun text there. Back in the day, you had some books with you. It says, you read the book of history. And I believe that was part of the manual too. Now, I got the Ultima 4 collection. I had to do a PFD file to read the history book. Oh, that was fun, alt-tabbing between back and forth on that. See, it just tells you, yeah, you're still reading it. And it says, no, really, read the book of history. Yeah, it just wants to tell you, read the one of the instruction manuals of the game. In fact, if you ever find games like this on an auction or wherever, read it, please. They're good wealth of information. What's lacking today. Okay, there's more. Closing the book, you again pick up the Ankh. As you hold it, you begin to hear a haunting, familiar, lute-like sound wafting over a nearby hill. Still clutching the strange artifact, you rise a bit and climb the slope. Oh boy, looks like we're about to be one of the kids like the Pied Piper. Kids hear the noise, Pied Piper's playing in the distance. That's not a good sign, or maybe it is. You know what? Screw it. Let's go investigate this. We might have some fun doing so. Or at least some have some fun at the expense of this game. In the valley below, you see what appears to be a fair. All right. Oh, wait. People die at the fair all the time. It seems strange that you came that way earlier and noticed nothing. As you mull this over, your feet carry you down towards the site. Yeah, I'm like one of the kids with the Pied Piper. But still, that is cool though. That is a very nice fair. Hopefully, I do not die at the fair, to be honest. That's the old saying. People die at the fair all the time. Yeah, I'm repeating it again, but you know what? Screw it. Let's see if it does say anything. This is no ordinary traveling carnival, but a Renaissance fair. Oh, those are real cool. The pennants on the tent tops blow briskly in the late afternoon breeze. Oh man, good. This is not a regular fair. This is a Renaissance festival. Renaissance fair. Those things are really cool. If you ever have one in your local area or so, go to it. It's a blast to actually go to those. The ticket taker at the Ren Fair's gate starts to ask you for money, but upon spotting your Ankh says, "Welcome, friend. Enter in peace and find your path." I'm liking this, Ankh. Let's see what else I could abuse big time. Oh, wait. I cannot do that. I cannot do anything bad. I mean, the first 3 Ultima games, I did plenty bad. 4th one, no. I have to be a good MFer. Anyways, here we go. The music continues to pull you forward among the merchants and vendors. Glimpses of fabulous treasure can be seen in some of the shady booths. Yeah, game's telling you, stay away from those shady booths. Seriously. They're rigged for you to lose. Unless you're really good at it and know the trick, then yeah, go ahead and abuse it. Still, stay away from the booths. These people are very happy. They seem to glow with an inner light. Some look up as you pass and smile, but you cannot stop, and the music compels you to move onward through the crowd. Yep, we got one direction we're going, and the people are happy. Good. Let's see if I can get through a crowd without them asking me for an autograph. Well, that's not going to happen, but still. We'll avoid people. Through the gathering dust, you see a secluded gypsy wagon sitting off in the woods. The music seems to emulate from the wagon. As you draw near, a woman's voice weaves into the music saying, "You may approach, O seeker." Oh boy, hopefully she does not know my name, otherwise there will be trouble. Well, let's go ahead and investigate the wagon, shall we? And let's see if there's any danger or something that'll help us out. Well, actually, it's the character creation process coming up soon. Just a fair warning. You enter to find an old gypsy sitting in a small curtained room. She wears an ankh around her neck. In front of her is a round table covered in deep green velvet. The room smells so heavily of incense that you feel dizzy. Ah, great, this is Madame Eva from the Ravenloft series. Well, not really, just a fortune teller. And she will give you a series of questions for you all to answer. And the cheat sheet will come up very, very soon. Hopefully, see if there's any more dialogue to go on. So let's go ahead and check this out. Seeing the Ankh, the ancient gypsy smile and warns you never to part with it. We have been waiting for such a long time, but at last you have come. Sit here and I shall read the path of your future. Now we're going to go ahead and start with the character creation process. Before we do that, we're using Lorefant Gaming's good old cheat sheet on which class you should pick. Now, if you do pick certain virtues, you get certain classes. So first of all, if you pick honesty all the way through, you get the mage class, one of the best magic users in the game. Now, if you pick compassion, you get the bard, it's a mixture of might and magic, which is a good class. And I believe they start out with sling too. And they start out near Castle Britannia. Good starting place if you want to go that route. Next up is Valor. If you pick that, you pick a fighter. All might, no magic, unfortunately. And magic is king in this game. Now, Justice is a druid, second best magic user in the entire game. Next up is Sacrifice. That's a tinker. Now, it has some might and it has some magic, which is a good combination. Honor, Paladin, powerful might and magic. Not like the, of course, druid and a mage on the magic department, but they cast a few good spells, and I heard they equipped some of the good set of armor and weapons. Spirituality. Now, if you pick that route, you pick a ranger, which is a nice mixture of might and magic. And you start out at a place called Scarabray. Last but not least is humility. You start out with the shepherd class, no magic, very weak might. Consider this pro difficulty, aka veteran difficulty, aka ultra nightmare for Ultima 4. You want a challenge? Go humility all the way. So I'm also go ahead and give another cheat sheet. I think it's important is when you select a certain virtue, Your character gets some certain stats from it, so let's go ahead and do that. For every question answered, you gain the following stats. I'm going to go over each of them. For honesty, it's 1 to 2 intelligence points, aka init points. Compassion, if you pick that, that is 2 to 3 dexterity points. As for valor, that is 2 to 3 strength points gain. As for justice, you gain 1 dex and 1 intelligence points per question. Now, sacrifice is 1 dexterity and 1 strength point gain per question answered. Now, as for honor, that is 1 strength and 1 intelligence points gained. Now, as for spirituality, you get 1 dex, 1 strength, and 1 intelligence each question you do answer in spirituality. As for humility, nothing is gained. Seriously, you get nothing, nada, zippo. So if you want a ultra difficulty challenge, go humility all the way. So you know what? It is time for me to answer some questions. I'm going to read every single one of them. Now that is all said and done with the classes and the virtues and the stats you gain from it. Here we go. Upon the table, she places a curious wooden object like an abyss, but without beads. In her hands, she holds 8 unusual cards. Let us begin the casting. Alright, it is time to go ahead and abuse this feature. Well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and abuse it, but still. They're very good questions she answers, she gives to you, obviously. And let's see if this goes on. I'm going to give people a few more seconds. There you go. The gypsy places the first 2 cards upon the table. They are the cards of compassion and sacrifice. She says, consider this. Okay, it's loading. And yeah, there's compassion on the left and sacrifice on the right. And let's see if it does do it. I want to put it a little bit slow so this way I won't speed through the text. Thee and thy friends have been routed and ordered to retreat in defiance of thy orders. Dost thou A, stop in compassion to aid a wounded companion, or B, sacrifice thyself to slow the pursuing enemy so others may escape? I went with compassion because I felt like that was a better answer. Now, as for a power game move, yeah, compassion is a good way to get about 2 to 3 dexterity points. For this section, answer wherever you like, what class you're going for, and there we go. The gypsy places 2 more of the cards upon the table. They are the cards of justice and spirituality. She says, consider this. Okay, it's loading. So the next 2 is up is justice and spirituality. Let's see here. Oh, that is actually both cool cards back in the day, what it looks like. Dost thou believe that virtue resides in all people? Dost thou see a rogue stealing from thy lord? Dost thou A, call him to justice, or B, personally try to sway him back to the spiritual path of good? Now, that's actually a good question to answer. Justice obviously gives you 2 stats. Spirituality gives you 3. I went with the spirituality route. And here we go again. The gypsy placed 2 more cards upon the table. They are the cards of honesty and valor. She says, consider this. Now I have a choice between init points or strength points for this one. Power game route. Here we go. Those have been prohibited by the absent lord from joining thy friends in a close pitch battle. Dost thou A, refrain so those may honestly claim thy obedience, or B, show valor and aid thy comrades knowing thou may deny it later? I decided to go with the dishonest route, valor, so I should get 2 strength points, but still it was much better. The gypsy placed 2 more of the cards upon the table. They are the cards of honor and humility. She says, consider this. Alright, you all are going to know the answer to this one already. But still, I'm going to have fun with it. Oh man, that humility card. That poor person. Oh my goodness. Those art at a crossroads in thy life. Dost thou A, choose the honorable life of a paladin striving for truth and courage, or B, choose the humble life of a shepherd and a world of simplicity and peace? I'm going to say this now. I'm going for honor all the way. But still, I'm going to go ahead and choose it. Those are actually good questions. The gypsy placed 2 more of the cards upon the table. They are the cards of compassion and, of course, spirituality. She says, consider this. Now they're going through the questions you already picked. It's like round 2 of that. So compassion is like dexterity versus 2 or 3 dex. Versus spirituality is 1 point of the 3 stats each. Thus has been taught to preserve all life as sacred. A man lies fatally stung by a venomous serpent. He pleads for a merciful death. Dost thou A. show compassion and of course end his pain, or B. heed thy spiritual beliefs and refuse? I decided to go for the refuse route. Power gaming route went for all 3 stats. For the other route, I felt like that was better though. I'd rather be a spiritual person than of course a merciful death. Yeah, it might be conscious, like guilty, say, yeah, I just killed someone. The gypsy placed 2 more of the cards upon the table. They are the cards of valor and, of course, honor. That's the next one up. She says, consider this. Now, this is the last of the round 2. And here we go on the question. Hopefully it does come up soon. Let's see here for a second. Yeah, it's a little bit long. It's loading. During battle, those are ordered to guard thy commander's empty tent. The battle goes poorly, and those thou yield to aid the fellows. Dost thou A. valiantly enter the battlefield to aid thy companions, or B. honor thy post as guard? I decided I went with B. honor thy post as a guard. Yeah, that's a better way for me. You could go with the other one if you want to, but my choice is I'm going with honor. Besides that, strength and intelligence plus 1 each is nice. The gypsy places the last 2 cards upon the table. They are the cards of honor, number 1, and of course spirituality. So this is the last 2 virtues left. Whatever one you pick, next is that's your class. And here we go. She says, consider this. In thy youth thou pledged to marry thy sweetheart. Now thou art on a sacred quest in a distant lands. Thy sweetheart asks thee to keep thy vow. Dost thou A. honor thy pledge to wed, or B. follow thy spiritual crusade? Me, I'm picking the honor route. Now, whatever last question you pick, that is it. Unfortunately, if you're, for example, a paladin, you're not going to see Dupre. With the final choice, the incense swells up around you. The gypsy speaks as if from a great distance, her voice growing fainter with each word. So be it. Thy path is chosen. So now we're about to become a paladin. As I mentioned, I'm going to mention it again. Whatever class you do pick, you're not going to get the companion of that same class. There is a moment of intense retching vertigo as you open your eyes. A voice whispers within your mind, seek the counsel of thy sovereign. After a moment, the spinning subsides and you open your eyes to, welcome to Britannia. And the game's loading up, and here we go. Now, since I'm a paladin, I'm at level 3 already, and I got 23 strength, 20 dex, and 20 innate. And yeah, you get 100 hit points per level. And magic looks like I got a nice 300, and I already got 325 experience points. That is good. Now, the first thing you want to do is mix up your reagents to make cure spell. At the time, I was panicking and scrambling on what to do on that. Now, for mixing reagents, you need to do that because reason being is that's how you cast spells. It's kind of like Ultima Online where you get certain reagents, you mix it up, and you'll be able to cast very nice magic. In my case, I want to try to do is get cure. You're asking, why is that, Fenton? Well, that is very, very simple. Now, you want cure. This does is it cures poison. And when you open up treasure chests from time to time, if your dexterity is not that high, you trigger a trap. Poison traps are the pain. You take damage. Now, if you keep on taking damage, you eventually die. Then you get back to Castle Britannia. You lose all your drop items, in other words, that you are not wielding, equipping, with exception of quest items. So you have any quest items, don't worry about it. But anything else like a spare sword, spare wands, spare plate armor that you're not wearing or using, that's going bye-bye. Anything like reagents, I think that is kept with you. Of course, quest items I mentioned before, including the ones that are coming up when I do get it. And you have to mix reagents with B and C, which is ginseng and garlic. That's what I'm doing now. And there, we have enough. So I'm trying to wait for the Moongate. At the time, they slowly appear. So if you want to take the easy route, go ahead and do so. That's what I'm doing, is attempting to do that. And yeah, fast travels through Moongates, unless you have the gate spell. And later on, there's a certain person who you get to recruit, who's a mage, and I think also the druid. Those two can cast magic Very powerful magic, especially the mage. They're the most powerful in the game. Let's see here. I'm trying to wait for a bit for the Moongate. It should be south of Trinsic. Hopefully I am right. Remembering from my Ultima Online days. Yeah, I'm going with memory from Ultima 4 and Ultima Online. Since it's been long since I played the either versions of 4. It should come up. I'm trying to pass time, see if the moons come up. And up on the top of the screen, by the way, that is your moons. I think I remember one moon on the left is where you're at, and the right is where you should be going. Now, on the upper right, that's your character. 300 G means it's a good condition, 300 hit points. F equals food. Run out of food, you die, basically. In other words, your hit points go down. Goes down to 0, you die. Gold, that's how much gold you have on your character. And looks like there's no Moongates, and we're about to get in our first combat. And already, the sea monster is our first thing we're going to kill. I should say serpent, or sea serpent. Combat works like this. You gotta get, if you have a melee weapon like mine's a sword, you gotta get close by, hit the A button to attack, and then direction you point. And you get to do some damage against the serpent. Now, if your foes are running away, let them run away. For the sea serpent, it did not. So, no harm, no foul. Yes, in Ultima 4, you want your opponents to run away. As long as they are any alignment, if they run away, don't attack them, don't kill them. Let that happen. You gain virtue points of a certain virtue for that. I'll go in that later on. Now, one thing is I repeat, do not attack non-evil foes. If you get into combat with them, you lose certain virtue points. That's not good. Look like that's a merman or something like that wants to get into trouble. You know what? Good thing it's just waving its arms. I'm going to go ahead and see if I could definitely destroy it. Look like I'm having no luck with the Moongate. Yeah, look like I am very unlucky. Unless it probably passed by when it was in combat. And let's go ahead and just murder him. That taunting is way too much. And there we go. And look at that. We're going to go ahead and try to kill it. Oh, wow. It's throwing stones at me. Or something. And I missed, of course, attacking. And there we go. We have won the day. You know what? This waiting for the Moongate. Yeah, that's taking way too long. I'm going to go ahead and do it the old-fashioned way. Walk to Castle Britannia. I'm going to say if you're going from Trinsic, that town I'm at. I'm entering that when I do get much more leveled up and much more gold. And all you need to do is just follow the shores. Avoid the, I think it looks like green bluish purple tiles. Those are poisons. You run into one of those, you get poison. And unfortunately, when you go into forests, you get slow progression, and your food starts to eat up a little bit faster. Food is a little bit generous in this game, it seems. So far, it means a bunch of steps. You consume one food, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow this river. I'm gonna try to follow the sea, and get to Castle Britannia. I'm not gonna go into Pause since that is nearby. But still, we're almost there, and there is the town of Pause. Now, that's where you get your reagents. We're not going to do it for this video since I wasted a little bit too much time with the Moongates. And look at that. There is a bridge. Unfortunately, I did not see a troll. I need to go back. And we're about to face some orcs. We're going to go ahead and attack it again. Okay, we're going to let that one flee. I think it's honor points you get and compassion points too, because you let your foe live to fight another day. We're going to attack this one too. And yeah, win or lose, you do still get some treasure. Now let's see if this one runs away too. This one's about to go bye-bye. We're going to let that one run since we're going to be virtuous. Yeah, combat's different. No straight up, let's go jack them all up. And we get no experience, but that's all right. Instead, we evaded a poison trap, which is good, and we get 92 pieces of gold. Now, we land on a bridge. This is what you want. Trolls, they are very good. And at times, if you can one-shot them, you get good experience. That's very nice starting out. And you get a nice chest, too. So I'm going to try to take out this troll. And there we go. We got 7 experience points, which is good for starting out. And let's go ahead and open that up. Nothing there, but 72 pieces of gold and no traps. That's very nice. And we're clearing this orc once again. And look at that. There we go. And I think that's it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's all right. So we're going to just follow the water north. Eventually, we'll hit the castle. And there we go. Let's see if we can find anything else. It should be that long. I should have did this at the start, but oh well. I was trying to cheat by using the Moongates. I will show everybody that. Okay, let's check that out. Oh, wow. I gained about over 25 experience points on my journey. Took some hits, but that's all right. And I'm equipped, of course, with a nice sword and shield. Yeah, Paladin start out with that. All right, there's evil creature skeletons, and let's go ahead and try lure it to me. Come here. Yeah. And there we go. And let's go ahead and kill it. Battle with one skeleton. Let's move over here. Attack with the sword. Yep, I think that's an evil creature. I'm fine. Open up, and there's a poison in that chest, but I evaded it. Good thing on that. Otherwise, I would demonstrate the ability to cast magic. There's the orc again. We'll do the same thing. Or we just one-shot the orc. That's good enough. Yeah, when you win in combat, you gain 0 to 1 valor points. It's a 50-50 split with 1 valor point. If I think I remember right, you have to go through 100 battles or to 200 in order to get the full valor effect. And look at that. We have arrived in Castle Britannia. Before we do that, there is another bridge I need to show you all. That's going to be where my future grind spots are at the start of this game. But for now, let's kill this orc. It's in my way. And there we go. It's heavily wounded, and I did murder it, so it was my turn. Another poison trap I evaded. Good thing I have 20 dexterity. And there's a bridge. Let me go ahead and attack it. This should definitely draw out the troll. Yeah, this is a great spot to grind at the start of the game. Some people say go in the first dungeon in order to grind. I say, yeah, that's a little bit too dangerous until you have a full party and better gear. But this is nice for now. Only thing bad about trolls is they'll toss rocks at you. Good thing is you could get some nice virtue points out of it. And some nice stuff. So let's go ahead and try to attack it. And let's see. All right, we got 1 experience points of 7 because we killed the troll. And yeah, trolls will tend to run away too. Those did not. Let's go ahead and collect some loot. Acid trap, evade it. Oh boy, yeah, watch out for traps. So you can take some damage. And if I die, yeah, I know where to... what happens when you die actually is when you die, you get the Castle Britannia. That's a shortcut. And you gain a point in sacrifice too. Yeah, there's other ways to get sacrifice too, but that's a surefire way to get one. I'm going to let this fool run away so I get some honor and I think compassion points too. Unfortunately, the game doesn't tell you on the stat screen that you have to go to a certain NPC. It will tell you on how far you're at the virtues on that. Like, for example, if you want to know about humility, just talk to a certain NPC, and she will tell you how far you are. We're going to go ahead and talk to Chuckle. So we hit the T key to talk. I type in name. Then I type what's his job. He says he's a royal jester. And his health. Good, thank you. And that's like, okay, that's fine. So name, job, and health are your main 3 answers. If there's any other what do you call it, dialogue, you could type. Like, for example, if there was a jester, I should explore further in that. Say, why you're a jester? He goes, oh, that's what my job is. I entertain people. And I found out that you have to hit the O button to open doors. I try to hit the use button or J button, Jimmy locks, but nah. Well, that's all right. This game, you got to be really inquisitive when you talk to people. So, for example, if you want to talk to the guards, you find out who they are. Some will actually give you information. Now, other times, in order to gain points in humility, you cannot brag. There will be certain NPCs will test you on that. And if you fail, that's it. So let's go over here. Let's see if it's this way. I'm trying to look for Lord British. That's the last thing we're going to go ahead and show you all. Oh, that looks like that's the brackets. Yeah, we're not going to do that. And we're not going to get into combat. No, you do not want to kill guards in Ultima 4. That actually drops your virtue, though. Big time. I think justice, you get lose points in justice. I want to check that out. Okay, that looks like that's a tower. We'll leave that be for now. That looks like someone's sick or something like that. That's all right. And yeah, if you did start as a bard, I think you were level 1. You had to grind to level 2 or 3. I'll explain more about that in the next video. And it does link to sacrifice. But for now, we're going to go ahead and hit the K button to climb the stairs to the 2nd floor. This way leads to the kitchen. And yeah, we're not going to deal with that now. That's probably going to be for the next video. Open the door. There we go. Yeah, you have to use the O key to open things up. Let's go this way. And there's the two guards there. That means we're close to Lord British. So we're going to hit the T button, talk to him. And there you go. Lord British rises and say, "At long last, Fitentho has come. We have waited such a long, long time." Yeah, sorry about that. I got lost. Well, not really. I just wanted that. Lord British sits and says, "A new age is upon Britannia. The great evil lords are gone, but our people lack direction and purpose in their lives." Yeah, I kill all the three of them. They deserve it, every single one of them, especially Exodus. Payback. So I'm going to let this dialogue linger for a bit more before I actually go on further. Champion of virtue is called for. Those may be this champion, but only time shall tell. I will aid thee any way that I can. How may I help you? And I accidentally got out of the conversation. Now, Lord British can heal you for free. We're going to go ahead and exploit that now. So we're going to go ahead and hit the T button. And it goes, I said name. He goes, "I'm Lord British." He goes, job. He goes, "I rule all of Britannia." And he tells, "He shall do my best." And he goes, "What else do you want to say?" You type in health. You do that. He will ask you, "Art thou well?" We're going to say no because we're kind of beaten up. Look at it, 140 hit points. And he says, "Let me heal thy wounds." He will heal you to full. Now, there's a certain trick with that. Next video, I'll show that off. And if you type in join, he will not join you, unfortunately. And we're going to try type health again, and we're going to say yes this time. He says, "That is good. What else?" Job. He goes, "Okay, that's about it." If I remember right, if you talk to him, he will level you up each time. He says, "To survive in this hostile land, those must first know thyself. Seek ye to master thy weapons and magical abilities. Take great care, and there are danger everywhere." That's what he's saying. He says towns are safe. That's a good thing. We're going to go ahead and say bye to him. And we are done with the castle for now. Oh, don't worry. Next video, we're going to explore that a bit more. For now, let's get out of here. Say bye to the guards. Say bye to the kitchen. Yeah, we'll attempt to raid the kitchen in the next video. After I show some star equipment you should get. Well, actually, the sling. I already have a good sword and shield, but the sling I need for better usage for combat. Helps me farming virtue points. And let's get out of here. Say bye to Chuckles. And that should definitely do it. Now, here's a recap for this video. I gave my history of Ultima 4. After that, we all went through the mini story dialogue before character creation, and I show what's the benefit of character creation, answer all the 7 questions, pick honor, and I became a paladin after killing 2 foes and missing out on a Moongate, probably. I walked all the way from Trinsic, the city of honor, to Britannia, or I say city of Britain, the city of compassion, and the castle. After that, I got a free heal from Lord British himself. In our next Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar video, we're going to go ahead and talk to some people in town and much more. This is it from my first Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar walkthrough part 1 character creation video. This is Lord Fett signing off. Thanks for watching and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more classic and modern games just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner or YouTube's suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. May the 8 virtues be with you.